Penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
The numbers for Freeman a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
On 2nd and 7, Taylor. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Taylor going to run the option right, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Taylor, and finding the tight end Hooper. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. To throw is Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On the defensive side, here are the starters for Tennessee. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons called on Matt Bryant. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now we get a peek at the Titan offense.
And they're coming off a good win on the road last week, but they do know that they have a home game next week. So all the focus has to be, can they get a second win on the road and make going home that much sweeter? That's the intention in this ballgame.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Out come the Titans now. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Completes it to Davis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. From the 36, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Grady Jarrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action with Taylor. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Operating from the gun. Taylor. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
The Falcons send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. This is fielded at the 27. So possession goes over here on the punt. Time to look now with our spotlight at the quarterback, Marcus Mariota. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to it.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Titans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. To throw on 2nd and 6. Taylor, he's got Smith here. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Taylor will throw, and that will be incomplete.
They had enough yards for the 1st down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No 1st down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Marcus Mariota and the Titans about to go on offense. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Mariota to Lewis on the draw. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Complete. This is Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, so they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And the judge does a nice job there navigating and picking up some yardage. Remember, no Tevin Coleman in the backfield, so he's moved up in the pecking order, getting a lot of playing time for these Atlanta Falcons.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Smith, and an alley to run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Smith. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Justin Hardy's sort of an undersized guy at 5'10", but he runs physical and he runs tough. In fact, his teammates call him the Wolf because of his special teams play. How about that play right there? Nice job picking up the 1st down.
Taylor now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Smith. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make our score 9-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Marcus Mariota and the offense heading back out for their next possession. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers. And, you know, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Mariota now. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. And Walker has it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Mariota. And caught by Henry. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
We're closing in on halftime. That's Julio's first catch of the game. That's got to be a surprise for not just us, but even the defense, who's done a heck of a job taking him away from the Falcons.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Check right, check right, check 50.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hardy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Jones has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Taylor will lead up the offense, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Taylor out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw is Taylor. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Again, it's Smith. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Time to look now with our spotlight at the quarterback, Marcus Mariota. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
Yeah, I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. From the 16, Mariota looking middle, and it's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Mariota on 1st down. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Lewis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mariota to throw it on the crossing route, complete. It's Walker. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. Mariota now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A draw play here. Lewis. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14. 3rd and long here for Mariota. It's caught. Humphreys. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Got the completion, but it certainly wasn't on his time frame. Hurried on that play.
Absolutely. The pressure affected him. Unable to get it further downfield. Thought that might be the goose egg breaker. Still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect you the next time you go out there, then you've really hurt your ball club. Get yourself together. You might get another opportunity, and they're going to count on you to put it through the post.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the run, it's Smith. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor rolling to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now Taylor. That's complete to Smith. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to make it 4th down. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. Mariota now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver. 2nd and 5 now. Mariota, he gets it to Humphreys. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Mariota's throw on the money to Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Stocker's got it. Complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mariota again. Pass caught left side by Humphreys. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70%...
This is going to be caught by Sharp for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
Big score, first step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Parkey adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Smith. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Taylor. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Taylor now off the bootleg. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Wake able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now it's Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Taylor. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota. He's got Lewis. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. From the gun, Mariota going underneath for Lewis. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mariota hands to Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Again, it's Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's Thomas. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On the draw, this is Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. Taylor now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now it's Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Taylor to throw. He's got Smith here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Taylor will throw. Caught by Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line. Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go. On third down, Taylor. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Smith trying to run for it, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the screen there at second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Again, it's Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as he'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
A 58-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. A first down carry for Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. as he'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro. On 2nd down, it's Smith, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Taylor to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airway.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me. When I've been up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I